Today's module is called Plan. I believe that a little extra time planning your day and week can uncover huge amounts of time and lead to great productivity gains. In fact, planning can make the difference between being busy and accomplishing nothing and being focused and making great gains. So let's review where we are. First, we spent time setting up systems to help you collect everything out of your head into as few places as possible. Then, we said to process them. This means having very clear actions to whittle down your tasks in their proper home. Today, we are reviewing the module called Plan. So what are three key components? The three key components are: pick your big rocks, schedule, and most important tasks. Pick your big rocks. Like most of what I'm covering, it seems simple, yet most people don't do. Figure out from the whole list of things you feel you have to do to take time to strategically select the big rocks that will make the most of your week. And I'll help you do so right now with a handful of simple questions. What big rock moves you closer to your specific goals for the quarter? Go ahead and write one down. Stop the course if you have to. What is a specific milestone that will get you toward a meaningful goal over the next 90 days? What items on your list should not be a big rock? You have a whole list of stuff you feel you need to do and maybe even want to do, but ruthlessly cut things off that are not a big rock. What item has been nagging for a while? Can you decide on how to eliminate it? This could mean taking an action to finish it once and for all. It can be a decision to just remove it altogether. Maybe one of your big rocks actually fixes the problem. This leads me to this powerful idea. What big rock will give you leverage against your other work or tasks? This will take more thinking, and I cover it in another separate training in much more depth. But sometimes if you pick a smart big rock, you can reduce or eliminate other tasks, or just make them more efficient. One is setting up simple routines, which I do show you later in this course. So, do you have at least one big rock? Then the next step is to schedule it. Actually put it onto your calendar for 90 minutes to work on it. You may not finish the actual big rock, but put some time, 90 minutes of focused time to chip away at it. And I'll share more ideas on how to do so effectively later in this course. So yes, to get us started, and for the really, really important big rock, actually put it on your calendar. In a second, I'll explain that maybe a big rock needs to be chipped away with several most important tasks, and those will be what we put into the calendar. But to keep it simple, put the big rock onto your actual calendar. So go ahead and do it now. Create 90-minute blocks. In my other course on high performance, I talk about research which shows that intense 90-minute blocks followed by rest create sustained energy. So I suggest starting with 90-minute blocks. The reality is, your big rock may need several tasks to get them done. MITs, or most important tasks, are clearly defined tasks that are most important because the completion moves you along. So how do you come up with the MITs for your big rocks? Here's some ways. Clearly define the task as an action. It can be paralyzing if the task is more of an end state. You can't act on an end state. For example, presentation for board of directors. That's a common task that people use, but it's really an end state, and it's hard to actually turn it into a task. Complete presentation for board of directors probably is a good big rock that's more actionable, but still needs to be broken down into actual tasks. So when you have the tasks, usually having them listed can be enough, but I found that if it's something where I can make progress in a 90-minute or so chunk, it's better to just schedule it on my calendar. So let's work with what you want to do. Let's start with, again, what's your big rock? Hopefully that's very clear and statable. If not, stop the course and go back and do that. What's at least one MIT that will move that rock? Now, list all the ones, but if you end up listing way too many, say more than 7, then the rock you selected might just be too big and you want to break that down. So, what's next now that we have an MIT? And we'll keep coming back to parts of this course which will refine that. So, how to actually get stuff done now that you know needs to be done. A missing ingredient to really get things done that is often overlooked. More tips for chunking things so your stuff really does get done. And more. Does that sound good? Then see you then. Until next time, get something done.